beautiful and...
Trust the laughing lie. Don't do this. Not after everything you and I have endured because of him. I can give you immortality and power, though not as much.
How sad it is to hear you, Nyrissa. Thousands of years for nothing! You haven't learned a single lesson. Never learned to atone. But what do you say? Well, that is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. And so long as you remain an enclave of the First World, as for the prize, I'm not offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am your mate. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what what do you think? I can let my misguided protege go wherever she likes. But knowing her,
I won't. I've come too far to go back. It might take me 1,000 years and thousands of deaths, but I suggest we do not kneel. We are both cursed, you and I. But so what? The curse can harm you only as much as affliction touches your kingdom. But now, with the eldest wounded and bleeding, his henchmen...
And what role in all this shall I play, trespasser?
The role of the vanquished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, eldest. You may try to attack us again, but we defeated you once. And we will do it again if we must. I'm ready to fight you forever if I have to. Oh, really? My hound is a hound again. Just no longer...
Wonderful. I played one of my best. I release you from the curse. May the fatal bond between you and your land be destroyed, and another one be born. Between you and your new patron. From my light, I bestow light upon you. And from my power, your kingdom will return to Galarian. Calm your subjects. And threaten your neighbors if they think you weak and vulnerable. And await my...
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting life. So the kingdom returned to Galarian, but not without taking a piece of the First World with it. Miracles and strange occurrences, both kind and cruel, became the norm. Not that the citizens hadn't grown used to that. And the king became the Lantern King's herald. Who knows what mission was assigned to him? Our scouts now sneak across Galarian with secret tasks, and our fighters and wizards spend plenty of time in... Under the wise leadership of the king, the stolen lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished. How do you turn the stolen lands, savage and unruly, into a stronghold of safety and stability? The king found an answer. The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, never sparked the fires of civil war. Through great effort, our king managed to bring both parties to the negotiating table. While Roth, taking advantage of the tension in his homeland, the restless, unlucky trader Lander Lebeda abandoned his domain again and said the Tiger Lords never fully recovered from the damage Armont did to the tribe. Lacking a strong lead, Pitax almost returned to its former state. A joyful city filled with beers of dubious quality and deals of questionable legality. The old trade houses lost the credit. Maestro Bellavara gave the Academy of the Arts a second wind. Throwing out mediocre students and sycophants, she gathered within its walls talented visionaries, rebels, and freethinkers. The stolen lands managed to eliminate kobolds, but not quite all the trolls. Even nowadays, after enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned. Peace reigns in the caves beneath the old sycamore. Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days. Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent. The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. After the victory over the Lantern King, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king. Valerie stayed to serve the king, and to this day, Harem became famous, respected. Jathal spent some time at the king's court, but Octavia didn't stay still for very long. Soon, she and Regangar left for Numeria with Octavia. Once the war was over, Jubilost returned to the life of a Despite all the woes that befell the country, our king remains a strong leader. As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I'm still here, inside my creation, within the Capitol Library. I live...
Accept a defeat, Eldest. You may try to attack us again.
So you plan to entertain me for all eternity? Or do you think you can still outplay me?
Pretty words, Eldest. Save them for our next encounter. You pretend to laugh, but I see how We've come a long way together. First as enemies, then as allies. I mark you with my gift. A bond to the First World. Eternal youth and immortality. We are the cursed king and queen.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering, so the kingdom returned to Galarian, but not without taking a piece of the First World with it. Miracles and strange occurrences, both kind and under the wise leadership of the king, the stone. How do you the feud take
wished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, Eldest. You may try to attack us again.
So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying and returning to life. You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now freed from the curse. May the shackles be broken, the fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings would, under the wise leadership of the king, how do you take it? The pit, the have the list,
Accept a defeat, Eldest. You may try to...
Did I tell you I don't like dying? Well, I don't. Perhaps we should stop this pointless exercise and speak seriously?